Once again, it's limitless. Yeah, I don't know where to start. Where do I start? All right, let's start off by saying peace to the kings, queens, gods, and goddesses. Check out my Father's Day gift my wife made for me a while. I think it was this year. You know, it's a whole thing. Sometimes I'll pop it out. Sometimes I don't. But I feel like in this video I'm gonna need to go ahead and break out the, you know what I mean, break out the magic carpet. Anyway, let's talk about all of this stuff. There's a lot of stuff I have to address. Where to begin? I don't even know. Let's start with this food stamp stuff. The president that you voted for is taking away government assistance, and people are going into panic. Now, listen, you guys can look at this in a good way. Do you really need the public assistance, government help? Do you really need to depend on everybody like that? Like, you know, like, and this is coming from a husband and a father, right? I had made a song on my 999 album. It's called, I don't know if it's 999 or if it's the Grand Divine album, but I made a song called I Want to Say Goodbye to America. And the only reason, because on the outside looking in, if you're not in America, you'll see the difference on how things are. But when you're in America, you don't see it. You think that this place is like the utmost greatest place to be. Now, I'm not saying that this is such it's a bad place where you know what I mean, that, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's a bad place. And I grew up here. You know, I'm an immigrant, and I came here when I was 3 or 4 around there, to Queens, New York, and from Trinidad and Tobago. And I just been, like I told you all my testimonies in my past videos. I've been seeing this is my whole life. You know what I mean? You're battling the government, people, because the government controls the people. The people react to you. You know what I mean? And you being like someone of value, a chosen person, or someone that's like, you know, constantly light working and shadow working at the same time. You know what I mean? And then you're in the spirit realm, you're high, so you know things. You don't want to reveal too much. Yo, so on that note, shouts out to the guy, man, with the G on his necklace. You know what I mean? That I met last night at a random bar. I went out to a bar last night, and I don't normally go out, but I went out to visit a friend, and I had a conversation. You see, there's the reason why you always look for signs. You move, things operate off of numbers, frequency, and energy. You know, our energy goes with with frequency in a way, but they all coexist with each other. You know what I mean? If you realize what's going on, I'm not going to school no more. I withdrew from my academic, only because I don't know, man. It's just like, no, actually, I do know. I gotta stop saying that. I do know. It's because my intuition is telling me I don't need that stuff, man. I try to fight it for so long. I'm trying to say, I don't even want, that's another video. I want to talk about that. I'll talk about that in another video. We're here to talk about specifically this government shutdown along with the food stamp assistance. It's not going to get any better, guys. You know what I mean? Like, but people like me, I was going through this stuff like my whole life. I was aware. I'm seeing things. I'm not going to panic and go into frenzy. We don't care about no damn food stamps, man. You heard? It's like at this point, yeah, I have kids to raise and all of that, but I should be able to provide. I should be able to provide for my children without using the government assistance. But listen, let me get back. Wake up. This is a time for you to wake up. You can take it in 2 ways. They're taking away your government assistance. That means that you don't need the government. That means that you are an independent person. You can make so much money that you won't even need food stamps, right? Don't look at it like it's a bad thing. We're using the food stamps to celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas. Do you understand the reason why these holidays are at the end of the year during the winter season and fall season? Get it? Fall, winter. Now I see why a lot of people don't want to reach down back into 3D, because it's almost like it's getting tiring repeating yourself. So I'm bouncing around everywhere, man. Listen, so the guy I met at the bar, like the guy I met at the bar, man, I was some random dude, man. I guess he must have been an OG. He had to have been an OG, but because he taught me a lesson. I'm not gonna go into detail what he taught me, but you know, I mean, like I said, I look at things as signs, and he showed me something. He revealed something about myself I didn't even know, and I kind of knew I was aware of it, but now I see that it's detrimental. So I'm calibrating. Like I stated in my videos before, I am a cocoon butterfly in that type of phase right now. This ain't no joke. We are living into some. This is the year of completion. If you don't know by now, we just passed the 9th month. We're in the 10th month now, going on to the 11th month in the 9th year of completion in Aquarius. Pluto's in Aquarius now, and since the beginning of the year, if you guys look back, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? This whole year I've been fighting. I've been getting some stuff revealed to me through my dreams, through people's actions, through words, and I absorb it and I calculate it within my head, and I kind of sit and think to myself. I sit with myself and think, you know what I mean? Like, yo, seriously? Is this serious? Like, why they acting like that? And why do they trying to ignore what's in front of them? Why do we do that? I'm not gonna say why do we do that? Because we're all human, and I did it when I was little, but I don't do it now as an adult. Don't celebrate the Halloween, man. I walk in my neighborhood, I see people. Last year it happened, right? When I started to wake up, because I used to celebrate the shit until I started realizing some stuff I started researching. And then last year I say, you know what? No more Halloween, no more Christmas. I told my wife that, listen, we ain't doing none of that no more. I done did some research and realized, you know what I mean? I done woke up out the matrix. So I said, we ain't doing none of that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't get taught that when I was a kid. When I was a little kid, my mom used to make us go trick or treating Halloween and Christmas. We did this as a ritual as children. But you see, me, I only liked the Christmas because it was next to my birthday, and everybody was happy. So I just responded off of everybody's happiness. Because that's how I am, a Sag. I feed off happiness. If you're happy, I'm happy. My middle name is Felix, man. In Spanish, what it mean in Spanish? So all my Spanish. My middle name is Keith Felix Hughes Jr. I'm O positive blood type. I'm the indigenous African Spider-Man from Trinidad and Tobago. But all of that's going to come into context too. I'm not trying to copy no Marvel movie. I'm giving you an open view of my life, how I grew up in Queens from Trinidad. I think I get the picture by now. But I'm going to keep repeating this and keep repeating it because the story won't change, because it's honesty, it's truth. Maybe we don't need this damn government assistance. Maybe if you just watch the so-called leader of America, just watch him. Yo, watch what he's saying. Watch how he's responding. And we have to make it so that these presidents don't have to be like 90 years old no more, man. We need young presidents out here. Right? Shouts out to my boy Nick. He's a doctor, right? And he's not even 30 yet. Probably like at 30, and he's about to finish his PhD to have his doctor's license and stuff. He's a young doctor, so his mind is intact. He's thinking good. This is the kind of guy I want to be my doctor. This is my neighbor. Shouts out to Nick. And he does music. That's another thing. Let me. I'm gonna put his information on the screen. Y'all go subscribe to him. He is a musician, right? However, his career, he's a doctor. He's trained to be a doctor. But if you look at this guy's music and how he plays a guitar, sings, and does a harmonica at the same time, country music too. You know what I mean? My boy, a bit of a redneck, but he has talent. He has so much talent that, bro, if you're watching this, bro, you're gonna blow up, man. This is one song he got that I really like. This nicotine song that he made. So he's an artist, and I think we all do this as musicians, as artists. We'll use our life experience and put it into our music. Our heart goes into that music, and as a musician to another musician, I'm a hip hop / R&B, and I mean Afro artist, and he's a country artist. I see the similarities in between us. So this brings me to my point. Let's stop chasing these ideologies of the government on how they think that we should move when we already have talents within us to help the planet. bro, I'm not trying to say stop the medical thing, but if you really good in music, that should be something that you should do, like like a lot. You know what I mean? Like that should be like the main thing you should do because you're really good at it. You have the it factor. A lot of people don't have that kind of factor, man. They can't get on the guitar and play the harmonica and sing really good at the same time. Bro, I edit my videos, I sing, I rap, I do all of this myself. So I know exactly what you're going through. You're critiquing yourself every day. You're pushing it. You're a one-man army. A lot of people can't do that. Bro, that's your calling, man. I'm here to tell you, you have a talent, bro. All right? Let's get that out the way. So with that being said, let's go back to the government thing. Everybody else, maybe the government is not, it helped you along the way, or it helped the kids or whatever. It helped us, even me we grew up off EBT. However, you know what I mean? We was also celebrating Christmas and Halloween and shit because we had to get the money from EBT so my mom could cook a big meal for her 5 children. I'm just the last boy of the 5 children. I had a little sister underneath me. And she worked hard. And I used to always see her working. And I'm the one that always goes in the kitchen after she worked hard for cooking and help wash those dishes. No one would help wash those dishes, man. I would go in there and help wash because I seen how hard. And that's the reason why she used to always tell me good things like, you're going to do great when you get older. You're going to be a good help to society. Rest in power to my mother. She seen this from a little boy. And that's what I see in my kids too. Some parents won't allow their children to elevate because they think that they know all of the answers. No, some kids are born smarter than you and your grandparents. They're actually your grandparents that came back probably. You can't teach them how to listen. You know what I mean? Respect, but also kind of like make them remember who they are. This is how I treat my kids. They're still learning how to talk now. So I'm letting them kind of like, fumble their words and stuff because I don't want to indoctrinate them. They have to see things and perceive it for themselves. That's what I did. That's how I grew up. That's how I'm so like naturally gifted right now. I saw things and excuse me, it's getting hot. I saw things and I made sure that I perceived it the right way, so that way my message can be conveyed to people. For instance, from Trinidad, right? I came over here from Trinidad, and people would say, "Hey, Keith. Hey, Keith, my mom, my aunt, my uncles. Hey, Keith, how you doing, Keith? He's a good boy, Keith. And one day I came back from school. I just went to school, I just came here a week ago, right? In America, 4 years old. And I come back from the public school, and the teacher was saying how the TH is in the name and pronunciation, how to enunciate. Because I like the English. I think that's the reason why I'm into songwriting and stuff, because I like the way how stuff was said. I will go back home. This is in Queens, by the way, Queens, New York. I will go back home, and my mom and them, they'd be like, "Hey, Keith, how's this?" Then my uncle, "Hey, Keith." I said, "Hey, my name is Keith, all right, with a TH." I'm 4 years old, correcting them on how to say my name. That's some king stuff, man. So it has to be in you. It can't be on you. You can't get taught. This is not stuff. This shit don't get taught, man. It has to be inside you. There is no, there is no way to try to get taught with this. This has to be in you. You have to have the it factor, and I have the it. And anyone that's in this household that I'm in right now has it too. And the people that I'm cool with, they're getting blessed because when I carry this master key, and you really are the one in the spirit realm, everybody around you, they vibration go up. They don't even know why they're feeling like this. They think it's something that nah, man, it's a chosen one inside your presence, man. You know what I mean? And I hate putting myself up on pedestals. I shout out to the girl I was talking to last night. I was telling her, listen, I could rap, sing, and all of that, because she's an artist too. And then, but I was like, yeah, I just was on billboards. But look, she's like, what? You were on the billboard? I'm like, yeah. But I don't want to brag. She's like, nah, that's something to brag about. Well, thank you, sis. Damn. You know what I mean? That's a supporter, right? That's a person that's not a hater. You know what I mean? But when you have people that know you every day and know, I'm not going to elaborate on that because they know what they're doing, and I'm not going to, go back there. They know what they're doing. And like I said, I'm not fiending for praise, nothing like that. I'm a runway model. I walk into a stage, into a room, and all the attention is on me. So I don't need to look for attention or look for things. That's why I do things my own way. I do things on my time, and I allow things to happen, to learn lessons from, to grow. The whole thing is growing. Shouts out to the year of the snake. I am the year of the snake. We shed our skin. We sense energy. It's almost like it's so intuitive. You know how the snake puts his tongue out? It can't see very good, but it puts his tongue out to sense the environment. have that characteristics. The snakes go back to the Nagas back in ancient Kemet. You wore that, you were high royalty, you were a healer. Wasn't nothing demonic. Wasn't nothing demonic, y'all. Why you think the snakes are on the cross on hospitals and stuff? See, the Americans, the so-called Americans, see, the immigrants were the Europeans and the Irish first, and all of that. In Spain, they were the immigrants. But now when someone's from the African descent or from the Caribbean, we're the immigrants now. Yo, well, we got to talk about history and what time you're talking about within history when we talk about this slavery stuff and how people are immigrants and stuff like that. This is a message to Donald Trump from Trinidad and Tobago. Right now, we are partnering with America. I have mixed feelings about that. For one, I'm happy that we're actually having another country in our space to help build the economy and all of this and help protect, because we're just one little small island, you know what I mean? We're like 2-3 million people. However, you know, America is known for, like, you know what I mean, taking over shit, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I just watched a movie the other day about something about it's a military guy and somebody launched a nuke missiles and everybody, it's on Netflix. I'm watching something, so I forgot what it's called, but it was a nuke heading straight for Chicago. I forgot the movie's name because I just randomly watch stuff. I don't know why. I get up, I turn it, and I watch it. And like I said, I find messages and things. So the nuke was headed straight for Chicago, and everybody was like, "Yo, let's set up the thing to deflect the nuke," and that didn't work. And another one, they went to DEFCON 2, DEFCON 1, and then, you know what I mean? But the movie ended that no one knew what happened next. So the nuke was up in the air. We don't know if it hit or not. And I think that movie was so stupid because it needed more detail, but it's possibilities that what could actually happen. I think whoever made that movie couldn't do that too much because this was America and they saying shit like Chicago. But if you watch these movies, they're telling the truth, man. They since a little kid, Number Johnny 5, Captain Planet, Sailor Moon. I grew up in the 90s, and these movies, these shows, even Sonic the Hedgehog, when it was not when they doing all these extra characters and shit, back like when it was just the two, Sonic and Knuckles, was just Sonic. They would teach you something. His whole goal, he didn't like people to be trapped. Even in the video game, if you look at the video game, when you play Sonic at Sega Genesis, he would jump. He goes through all these obstacles. He just needs one ring to stay alive. Remember that. You know what I mean? He can have all the rings, but as long as he has one ring, he can fight his enemies. Anyway, he goes through all of this shit. He jumps. He even goes in the water. He can swim. Sometimes he turns to supersonic. He might fly through that motherfucker. Some of us are supersonic. You heard? Those are the chosen ones. But anyway, we don't let nothing bother us. Nothing could touch us. However, we get to the end of the game. We got to fight Dr. Robotnik. There's always in school they taught us that there's a protagonist and there's an antagonist. Sonic the Hedgehog was the protagonist and Robotnik was the antagonist. There's always going to be some kind of antagonist. That's why I hate when people say, "What's up, boss? Hey, boss. How you doing, boss? Why are you calling me a boss?" I know this is a New York term, whatever, but I'm not always your boss. See, when you're playing games like this, you're going to the next level, but you have to beat the boss in order to get to the next level, right? So it's almost like, man, you got to watch what we're saying sometimes, man, because it's like, you know, like, you could be trying to compete against someone calling them boss like that. I look into things deep, so excuse me if I'm all over the place. But let's get back to the government shutdown thing. Let's stop funding them. You know what I mean? Like, why are we funding something that we have to pay for? So Halloween comes and Christmas comes, turkeys, we killing the turkeys, the children eating more candy and messing up their teeth, and then Christmas comes and that was a racist holiday because when the slaves will leave, the bells will be jingling because they'll put a bell around their neck. So that's why they call it jingle bells. Fat white dude, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so the people, the white supremacy needs something to have faith in. Certain people need you ever seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? Remember when Tom Hanks had the ball, the soccer ball, and he called it Wilson, and he put the handprint on it because he was bleeding, and he made a face out of the ball to keep his sanity. He had to talk to this ball because he was in the middle of the ocean, stranded. And good movie, by the way, too. And he made an object, a person out of a ball because he knew that he had to make something up for him to keep going. This is happening in their story and his story. But our story says that we were the originators. We were the truth holders. Do your research. Don't even listen to me. Forget what I'm saying. Do your research. Let's stop trying to be divided out here, man. Especially Africa, yo. If Africa is like, if Akabulan didn't have the division inside its own, you know what I mean, landmass, that no one would touch Africa. No one would touch Akabulan, the motherland. But even in America, in how we moving, we're so divided. Even in nature, somehow, this one don't like him because he's Caribbean, or this one is black, and this one, like, come on, y'all, come on, y'all, seriously. Let's start looking at things different. Let's start waking up, man. Because, yo, wake up, Neo. This ain't a joke no more, man. You have gifts and all of that, and look at the time. This is the last year, man. This is the year 9. This is the year of completion. This ain't a joke. This is never gonna be a year like this again. So anything you do during this year, it's gonna be remembered. You're an ancestor. If you're watching me right now, you're gonna be an ancestor one day. Are you gonna be remembered or not? Rest in power to my auntie June. I got word that she had passed away last night. That leads me to my other point, man. We gotta stop. Family has to stop calling for bad news. You calling for all this bad news, but you ain't calling to say, hey, what's up, or check on people and shit. But you popping in my DMs and saying stuff like that, man. I take things in too much. However, I'm not doing that no more. I won't take anything in no more as far as like sympathy for people. Because I got no sympathy. Y'all didn't show me no sympathy since I moved to Florida. So, but I am a good person. I do got a good heart, yo. So I do show, you know what I mean? But like I said, I ran into a guy last night at the bar, and he showed me something. He said, bro, you got to stop doing that because it's hindering you. You can't, you know, and it's like I said, I'm in a cocoon phase of learning. I was 25 years of programming since I was little, and trauma and shit. 25 to almost 30 years of trauma. I'm 35 right now. I have 5 years of peace since I got married back in 2018. You know what I mean? And then now it's getting a little wiggly now, but so it's like 7 years of peace so far, right? And I'm just starting to get my life together, man. I'm starting to learn things I never even knew before and stuff like that. So excuse me while I calibrate. You're seeing the growth, man. You know what I mean? I started putting my music out on 2019. I just started all of this in 2019. Imagine if I did this way back and how much, you know what I mean? But I just didn't start the process because I was afraid. I was scared. Just like probably how you are. If you have any kind of talent, go out there, do it, man. You know, do it. You can do it. I want to end this video. I don't want to keep it too long. I'm gonna keep it under 25 minutes. But if you didn't get nothing out of this, make sure you like the video. Make sure you like the video, y'all. Come on. But I'm trying to say is, make sure you get something out of this. And the best takeaway from this video is to not know yourself. I'm sorry, I got me messing up saying it, man. I'm a little hungry, so I'm staggeраting right now. Don't believe in yourself. Know yourself. Know who you are. I said in the song, know thyself. Because if you know thyself, no one can tell you what to believe. Once again, SPYDA Trinidadian. You know what I mean? It's so simple. We have to start understanding who we are, man. Tell them who you are and wake up, man. You know what I mean? Once again, SPYDA Trinidadian. Peace, y'all. I hope everybody have a great day. And I hope y'all are safe within your own headspaces and mental health awareness. I'll see you again in the next video. Check out these videos right here. Peace. Once again, SPYDA Trinidadian, we are here in the front of the billboard. I'm sorry if it's not like reading, you know what I mean? Sometimes the camera might not see it, you know what I mean? But this is what we doing right now, you know what I mean? And I'm just so excited that this is about to happen. Now, they say we could get bought out by other big companies on this billboard stuff, so all I'm trying to do is trying to see if this is gonna be, yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm up there. Talk to me. We are here. 999 is out, baby. We are here, baby. Let's go. Once again, SPYDA Trinidadian, peace, productivity. Anything you want on this planet, you can have it. Always make sure that you can have and achieve anything you put your mind to. All right. Peace, prosperity, and love.